Hello and welcome to Talking with Benjamin. My name's host Eric, and this time I have the headphones plugged in. And I am here with Casual INTP, who's become a luchador. And I'm here as well with Barry Sandwich Please, whose name evolves over time. I'm here with LC, who's got the uh, stylish earmuff headphones. And assorted other people in the room as well. This is the always open room, but I'm actually recording this the old school style, which I probably will continue to do when I go into a room in general. That way, when if I'm going to make the video, it's easier for me to just do it like this than to edit raw material. But when I'm dealing with other people's videos, it's easier for me to edit the raw material. I really want to get um, that stuff. I want to get that end out there as much as possible to have others be able to who know, because like when I look at that stack of videos, I don't know what happened where or when at all. I have no idea, right? Because I wasn't participating in any of the ones I want to edit. But the people who participated, they have some sort of knowledge in it, and I want to make sure that they have those things available if they want to edit. Or, but see, I don't know if any people know how to edit even, or if they have a program to edit with. So that's why I want to make sure it's out there for the general public as well, for people who want to edit it, and it's not quite set up yet. It's frustrating.
Why
Anyway,
do you have to Barry? Why aren't you faithful to only one keyboard? You hurt me, you hurt my feelings.
I, I'm sorry. Faithful to only one keyboard, huh? Where is my keyboard? I can't even find it.
Yes, Barry has to. Yes, Barry has two keyboards.
So,
That's why I need feminism.
you want to talk about feminism? Chicks are cool. I like chicks. Is that feminism?
Yes, I also like them.
And you're a feminist too.
But I feel nothing.
It's okay. You don't have to feel anything to be a feminist. You have been you are absolved of that requirement. They have an exception for INTPs.
Sign me up then.
Yeah. Um, I consider myself a feminist. I actually do consider myself a feminist because I oppose distinction by being a chick. Like, I like chicks and I understand that they're different and everything, and that, you know, that's cool, the ways that they're different. But I also understand that just because they're different doesn't mean you can reduce them at all. So it's like when I say I'm a feminist, it means I'm against douchebaggery and I'm against the reduction of females to not quite regular people, like that you can't talk to regularly because they're chicks. You know that that was something that used to plague me when I was younger around chicks my own age. You know, I would always be like, when I was in my 20s, I couldn't talk to a chick my own age if she was single, unless I knew she was unavailable. Then I could talk to her. It's like I didn't know how to manage that thing at all. So for me, as I've aged and matured a little bit and sort of come to terms with the realities of life and been through a couple marriages, and have a beautiful, beautiful daughter, the kind of daughter that guys turn around and look at when she and I are walking by with ice cream or something. So it doesn't really bug me as long as nobody's rude or say anything to her. Uh, I understand that there's a relationship between the the realities of heterosexuality in terms of the relationships between men and women that are make it a they make potentially they get it means that there's potentially a different kind of relationship between a given man and a given woman. But that doesn't mean that in general it should affect the ability of an individual to interact with another individual as an individual without that element coming into play.
There is no difference
I have a
between
question about
females.
feminism.
There is no difference between males and females. The problem is with extremists, whether they are pro-men or pro-female.
Well, I agree that we shouldn't be
Do you hear?
pro either one.
Am I being heard? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. I have a question about feminism.
Okay.
Okay. Is saying that the men or the main role of the man is to provide and to protect a woman or his family or his wife is against feminism. Is believing that is against feminism.
If I think my main role is to protect the women and the family, then I well it depends. Look, if I might think that my main role in my life is to provide for my family, okay? That's a choice I might make. But it's okay if it's the other way around too. And I say my main role is to provide caregiving and nurturing, and my wife's main role is to provide for the family. That's fine too. But that's an individual choice.
Okay.
And so I think feminism means that. It means embracing that it could go either way and it's equally fine. I've never had a woman support me like well Candace did for her little stretches. Candace did for certain stretches when I was between jobs or something. For the most part, I supported her. I supported Melinda, my first wife. I mean, the thing is, I'd be fine if my wife, if my next woman rolls in and she's super rich and wants to hook me up. That's fine. I mean, look, the thing is, I don't need her to attend to any of my needs. But if she wants to go to fly first class to Paris to have dinner or something, I'm not going to pay for it. So, if she wants to pay for it, fine. I'd be happy to go. If I'm already like down with her, if she's trying to like gigolo me or something, then I mean, that would be a sure sign the apocalypse was coming the next day. But yeah, that wouldn't probably be quite so enticing to me. However, if I was already in a relationship, she was super rich and wanted to do that shit, I would be okay with being pampered in that fashion. I wouldn't object to it.
The roles are interchangeable. Man and female both should be as one. If one puts food on the table, the other should care about the house chores.
Right.
They should complement others.
Right. There's a total amount of things to be done and attended to in a family. And one way or the other, you should have a fair and equitable split of those duties.
Yes, baby, yes.
If people didn't complement each other, they wouldn't stay together either way. Now, this is an interesting notion. If they didn't complement each other, meaning in terms of complementary shapes that fit together, complementary angles or whatever, but there's also a complement in terms of actually saying nice words to one another. One thing I believe that I did well in my relationship, and I think is important, is I offered a lot of affirming words to my wife and told her, just said nice things to her about her instead of saying critical things to her about her. And I think that's important. Yeah, I know. Is it spelled different or what? Oh, yeah, it's spelled different. Okay. Well, Today I learned compliment and compliment are spelled differently. Um, so yeah, I think complimenting your mate is important. Making sure your mate understands that you not just love them in a huggy, kissy kind of nurturing way, but that you respect them and that you value,
Appreciate them.
yeah, or that you value their good traits. You know, you got to tell them what you value about them. It was funny when I said I thought I was doing a good job of that, and now in retrospect I think, oh, I did a terrible job of that. Now that I've explained what it is, I just assume I did a good job of it. I just did a bad job of it. The only thing I did a good job of it was about her physical appearance. I was always telling her she was beautiful and stuff like that because I think that's important that both partners feel as though the other partner finds them attractive. Especially for females, they want to be felt as though you think they're sexy and stuff. And you know, I'm not one to care or at all. In fact, I'm one to most likely be angry about any expectations for attaining conventional. Like, I'm appalled by the notion of you should have to do something to lose weight because you're not okay the way you are. To me, that ontological violence is a million billion times worse than the health risks purportedly of being overweight, quote unquote. I find all that shit bullshit. So, and I think it's just a medicalized excuse for ontological violence against people who are heavier than other people. Can't talk on a mic, it's at work. I don't know if the link is fixed, Tiffany. I haven't checked it since I came on here and I started making this video. But now I'm gonna leave with this happy song because I've gotta get ready for work. I gotta go to Walnut and teach debates, and I will tell them how to win.
Some people get fat quicker.
Yeah, some people get fat quicker, and some people get fat slow, and some people get fat thicker, and some people get fat mo. Which
It
kind of fat
depends
do
on
you want to get?
You're rapping.
depends on body metabolism.
Yes, it sure does. And that's why I am deeply, deeply opposed to anybody telling anybody else what weight they should be. I do think we should all instead direct our attention to whatever disdain people have for quote unquote fat people should be directed towards people who have disdain for other individuals on physical components. And I
Some
also,
people eat 5 times a day. Art. Some people eat 5 times a day and are skinny.
me, I don't eat that much, but I used to. When I was younger, I ate shitloads, and I don't eat quite as much anymore. But this is like about as bad as I ever get, except when I was a drunk and I had beer belly, and then I got to 185 pounds or something like that. It was the fattest I've ever been. And now I'm like at 170, probably 175. That's about standards where I sit at. It is, when I'm not a drunk, this is just the weight I'm at. How much, how little eat doesn't make any difference. Always this way.
Yes, their optimal weight, but it is relative to your height.
I mean, I don't agree with that. I think that optimal weight notion is itself a form of ontological violence and is completely fucking bullshit. You don't have an optimal weight. Your optimal weight is however heavy you are. Mm-hmm. It sounds like,
Based
yeah, well, Barry, you may say I'm wrong. I'm telling you, my metaphysical truths outweigh your bullshit.
on, no, he is not.
You're medicalizing a component of identity. I don't like it.
Eric, Eric,
What? I can't hear you. I told Tiffany. I told her.
Careful, chat.
Push it again. Make it say it again. Oh, damn fucking.
Tiffany is at work and can't hear.
Okay, well, Jesus. I'm here. So obviously I can't check. Right. So my question is, why should the maximum heating capacity of your oven um, not be the predominant deciding factor in the equation here instead of the weight, the outcome, right? Instead of the thing that's past the mechanism. Why are you adjudicating the issue on the thing past the mechanism rather than on the thing that is the mechanism itself? Or on the fact that we're talking about a mechanism that's independent of human choice, really, and therefore ought not be medicalized in the fashion that it is, except insofar as one wishes to treat it like cosmetic surgery is medicalized, which is to say it's evil.
What the hell are you talking about? You are messing with my inner algorithm. Please stop talking about this and wait. What the HELLP? Human.
What? You'll have to explain again.
What does oven temperature has to do with this?
Well, you're talking about the fact that a calorie, you're talking about the way that we measure calories, right? If you burn something and it produces a certain amount of energy, and we say it has a certain amount of calories, right?
Yes,
Okay.
you burn calories to make energy.
I'm sorry, say again?
Yes, you burn calories to make energy.
Okay. So, I mean, but we know, we get the, oh, we also, it works the other way around, which is we designate something as having X number of calories prior to it actually being burned because we recognize calorie or caloric quantity as a capacity to produce energy, or the energy is contained and needs to be released, right? Like that kind of a thing. So the question then is, why are we focused on body weight when obviously how fast fuel gets burned is the only mechanism that matters in the equation?
But I don't think it's about metabolism and how fast it gets burned.
Okay, what do you think it is about then?
Well, the body is like a system. So you have food, and let's say it says it's 250 calories. Okay, so no matter what, the maximum amount of energy your body can take from that is 250 calories. And no matter how fast it gets processed, you still took on that caloric weight. You still
No, because some of it gets pooped out. That's the thing. Some of it gets
Because
pooped
if you
out.
are
You forgot about pooping.
no, I don't. I don't think I did.
Well, but look, let's say you eat 250 calories and poop out 100 calories. Let's say I eat 250 calories and poop out 200 calories. How much have we each absorbed or have gained access to energy wise? The same amount or a different amount?
Well, your poop is usually or things that your body doesn't want. It's usually the waste product.
That doesn't mean it's free from calories.
Yeah. Does anybody know shit science? I don't know shit science enough to get past this one.
Okay, so we're already reaching a point where you realize that your conclusions regarding weight have been based on assumptions that you don't know, whereas my conclusions are purely metaphysical, so they're sound.
Ha ha ha.
I don't,
Ha.
you can't point to any assumptions I'm making that are wrong. I just pointed to one you're making that you don't know. It shouldn't be assumed.
Just because we don't have data doesn't make us wrong.
I didn't say it made you wrong. I said your position has thus been grounded on an assumption, not an evidence, whereas you haven't pointed out the equivalent of mine. Ours are contradictory, therefore we should prefer mine.
Don't hold those debate tricks funny. Don't hold those debate tricks funny.
Well, thanks for watching Talk with Famous People. Been a good episode.